Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Deep Dive. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts in the comments below.
Oh, yeah, hit that bell too, so you don't miss out on future deep dives.
Right. Thanks for the reminder.
You got it.
So today we're diving headfirst into a truly bizarre moment from the 2024 presidential campaign.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah, you know it.
All right, I'm ready. Lay it on me.
Okay, so we're talking about Donald Trump's recent speech at a Michigan rally just days before the election.
Oh, boy, Trump at a rally just days before the election.
Yeah.
This is going to be juicy.
It really is.
Yeah.
So picture this, November 1st, 2024.
Okay, got it.
The race between Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris is neck and neck.
Oh, yeah, super close.
Yeah, tensions are running high, and Trump's in Michigan trying to rally his base.
Classic Trump move.
But things take a strange turn when he starts talking about contractors.
Oh, really? What did he say?
Well, he goes off on this whole rant about how if you're not happy with the work a contractor does, you know what he said?
Tell me.
Don't pay your damn bill.
Whoa, hold on. Did he really say that? Like on stage at a rally?
Oh, he absolutely did. It's like he's giving out financial advice now.
Well, that's pretty wild advice coming from a presidential candidate, right? I mean, imagine a world where everyone just stopped paying their bills whenever they weren't happy with the service.
I know, right? It's like chaos would ensue.
Total chaos. Think about all the implications legally and ethically. It's a pretty slippery slope.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, is he serious? Is this some kind of negotiation tactic he uses in his business dealings? Because legally and ethically, that's just not how things work.
Yeah, encouraging people to breach contracts is a whole legal can of worms. And ethically, it just seems wrong. Like, people deserve to be paid for their work regardless of whether the client is happy with every little detail.
Absolutely. And speaking of contractors, things got even weirder when Trump's microphone started acting up during the rally.
Oh, no, a microphone malfunction with Donald Trump. This can't be good.
Oh, it's about to get real good. He totally loses it, starts ranting at the sound crew, and then, get this, tells them to get yourself a new contractor, please, and don't pay the bill for this contractor.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? He really said that.
I swear I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried.
That is incredible. Like, hello projection
This
much?
kind of almost comical.
Almost. But it's
Wow.
also pretty concerning, right? It just feeds into all those stories about him allegedly stiffing contractors and vendors.
Exactly. It's like a pattern of behavior. And it makes you wonder about his respect for the people who work for him.
No kidding. Okay, so we've got questionable financial advice, a microphone meltdown, but wait, there's more.
Buckle up, because Trump then goes on this whole roller coaster ride about the economy.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So earlier in the week, he was boasting about a booming economy thanks to his policies. You know how he does.
Oh, I know it all too well.
But now suddenly he's warning everyone that if Harris wins, the economy will tank and we're all doomed.
Come on, make it make sense.
I know, right? It's like, which is it, Trump?
Seriously, is the economy great or is it about to crash?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's so contradictory.
Well, that's campaign rhetoric for you. It's all about spinning whatever narrative benefits you at the moment.
Right. And trying to scare people into voting for you.
Exactly. But let's be real here. We need to look at the actual economic indicators to see what's really going on.
For sure. We can't just take his word for it.
Nope. We need to be critical thinkers, especially during an election year. There's so much information flying around, and it's hard to know what to believe.
Okay, so we've covered Trump's unconventional financial advice,
Yeah.
his microphone meltdown, his flip-flopping on the economy, and now we're about to enter the twilight zone.
Oh, no, what now? I'm almost afraid to ask.
So out of nowhere, Trump goes on this completely random tangent about his beautiful white skin.
Wait, what? Did I hear that right? Beautiful white skin.
You heard that right? He even muses that his skin could be tanner if he had more leisure time.
Seriously, where did that even come from? It's like a train of thought that derailed before it even left the station.
I know it's baffling. I mean, I'm all of the self-love and body positivity, but this just feels strange. It's almost like he's trying to weaponize his skin tone.
Yeah, it's definitely a moment that makes you pause and say, huh. It's like, what is happening?
Seriously, what is happening?
But I guess that's Trump in a nutshell, right? Always keeping us on our toes, always pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable.
You know what? I think it's time we grab some snacks and regroup, because we are just getting started.
Ooh, snacks. I like where this is going. But seriously, we've only scratched the surface of this bizarre Trump rally.
And I think our viewers are ready for a break, too. But before we go, I just want to remind everyone to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below with your thoughts on this truly bizarre Trump moment. We'll be right back with more from the Deep Dive.
Don't go anywhere, folks. This is just the beginning. All right, we are back, folks.
Back for more of the Deep Dive. you know?
That's right. Back to unpack even more of this wild Trump rally speech.
So much to cover still.
Where do we even begin? I guess we left off talking about Trump telling people not to pay their bills if they're not happy with the work.
Yeah, that was a real head scratcher, wasn't it? I mean, on the surface, it sounds like he's just being his usual,
Josh, tell it like it is so.
exactly.
Yeah.
But what are the real implications of a statement like that? It's not exactly sound legal advice, is it?
No, not at all. Legally speaking, he's basically telling people to breach contracts, which can have serious consequences.
Right. People could get sued or end up in legal trouble, all because they followed Trump's advice.
And ethically speaking, it's just wrong. I mean, think about the people who work hard to provide those services. They deserve to be paid for their time and effort, whether the client is happy with the end result or not.
Totally. It's like he's promoting a culture of distrust and disrespect for workers.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder if this is how he's always operated in his businesses. Stiffing contractors and vendors left and right.
Right. It all kind of adds up, doesn't it? Like maybe this don't pay your bills philosophy is more than just talk.
It definitely makes you question his character and his leadership style.
Absolutely. And then we have the microphone meltdown,
Yeah.
almost as if to prove your point about his business practices.
Oh, yeah, that was a classic Trump moment. He
Trump.
totally starts yelling at the sound crew.
It's like he can't handle even the slightest inconvenience.
And then tells them to get a new contractor and not pay the old one. It's almost too perfect.
I know, right? Like he's unknowingly confirming everything we just talked about.
The irony is just astounding. Okay, so we've got the don't pay your bills advice, the microphone meltdown, and then we have to talk about his claims about the economy.
Oh boy, here we go. 1 minute it's booming, the next it's on the verge of collapse.
It's enough to give you whiplash, right?
Seriously. Which is it, Trump? Make up your mind.
Well, that's the thing about campaign rhetoric. It's all about spinning the narrative to fit your agenda at any given moment.
Right. It's about scaring people into voting for you by making them think the world will end if they don't.
Fear-mongering at its finest. But let's be real here. We have to look at the actual economic data to get the full picture.
Exactly. Don't just take his word for it. Do your own research, folks. Look at the unemployment rates, inflation, GDP growth, all of that.
Be critical thinkers. Don't get swept up in the hype.
All right, so we've tackled the don't pay your bills advice, the microphone meltdown, the economic roller coaster, and now for the moment we've all been waiting for.
Oh boy, here it comes. The beautiful white skin comment.
Where do we even begin with that? It's just so out of left field.
It's truly bizarre and honestly pretty disturbing. It's like he's intentionally trying to stoke racial tensions.
Right. It's like he's saying, hey, white people, I want of you, vote for me.
Exactly. It's a dog whistle.
Yeah.
It's meant to appeal to a very specific segment of the population.
And it's not just a one-off comment either. It's part of a larger pattern of behavior.
Absolutely. We've seen him use these kinds of tactics before. It's all about creating an us versus them mentality.
And dividing the country even further.
Exactly, and it's dangerous. It's a way of exploiting people's fears and prejudices for political gain.
And it's something we need to be very aware of as we head into the final days of this election.
Absolutely. We can't let this kind of rhetoric go unchecked.
All right, so we're back, and we got to talk about this whole beautiful white skin comment from Trump's Michigan rally. Like, what was that all about?
I know, right? It was just so bizarre and out of nowhere. It's like he was trying to appeal to a very specific demographic.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like he's trying to tap into some kind of racial anxiety or resentment.
Exactly. It's like he was saying, hey, white people, I'm one of you. Vote for me.
It's a classic dog whistle tactic,
Yeah.
signaling to certain voters without actually saying what he means.
Absolutely. It's a way to stoke racial anxieties and create that whole us versus them dynamic.
And it's dangerous, right? Because it divides people and creates this climate of fear and suspicion.
Totally. And we've seen this tactic used time and time again throughout history. It's a way to exploit people's fears and prejudices for political gain.
And it's something we need to be very aware of as we head into these final days of the election.
Absolutely. We can't let this kind of rhetoric go unchecked. We need to call it out for what it is, divisive and harmful.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our viewers with this. Don't be afraid to challenge the narratives that are being presented to you.
That's right. Don't let fear and division dictate your choices.
Look for candidates who inspire hope and offer a vision for a better future.
And most importantly, get out there and vote. Your voice matters. Your vote matters.
This is our chance to shape the future of our country, so let's choose wisely. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the Donald Trump's Michigan rally. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below with your thoughts.
And we'll see you next time for another deep dive into the wild world of news and politics.